This may be fun.
Alright, so that was not bad. The main reason I'm doing this on the PC version is because people have been talking about input lag on the Switch version, and I am definitely noticing a difference. I'm able to JC a lot more reliably here. Also, I'm able to adjust guard much better too. I thought it was just because, you know, I haven't played this game in like over a decade, so I wasn't really expecting to have a smooth transition back to 3, especially after I've got about a year of muscle memory with 5 Dante. But it turns out that the Switch version actually has a significant amount of input lag. A lot of people have been saying that Royal Guard is not as useful in the Switch version as it is in the other versions because there's a lot more input lag. One of the problems with input lag in this game in particular is it has a much smaller just guard and jump cancel window than the other games. In 5, they relaxed the windows for both of those mechanics considerably. So, like, say if they came out with like a Switch 2 or a Switch Pro or something and they put DMC5 on that and it had the input lag, you probably would not notice as much because the window would be a lot larger than it is in this game, but they did not really increase the window to compensate for the additional input lag. So it definitely feels off. Like, I actually died on Virgil 1, which is like one of the easiest bosses. I died on him because I kept trying to just guard and it just would never come out. As you saw there, I got a couple perfect parries. It was a lot easier here. I don't know how much input lag the HD collection has. I know that it has a little bit more lag than the PS2 version. I think it may have more lag than the console versions as well, but it does feel significantly better than the Switch version. I hope that's something that they can address. I know that apparently the Switch has built-in input lag, I guess due to the way that it's just made by design. So that doesn't help either, but then you remember how tight and small the windows are for all the adjust mechanics in this game and the cancels and stuff. And it's not a good mix, unfortunately. A lot of people are saying to not play the Switch version seriously, which is kind of unfortunate because, I mean, in terms of features, it's actually the most like complete best version of the game, but the input lag definitely holds it back. They've been getting a number of complaints about it. There's been some other bugs and stuff as well, so we're hoping that there will be a patch. I probably will still play on that version, but this one definitely feels much better. It's kind of unfortunate, really. I was really looking forward to it, and it definitely does feel like you can't always hit certain windows like you could before. It's very similar to how the Mega Man X Legacy Collection is. As you know, that came out a while ago, and that has a ton of input lag too. And what makes it really stand out in that game is when you do things like climb up walls. If you try to use the same rhythm as you would in the other versions, or even on an emulator, it feels way off. You feel like something's wrong with the way that you're playing. You feel like you're just you're just an older dude like me who's played the original games like 20 years ago, and you think something's wrong with you. Chances are there's nothing wrong with you. It's just you can't. Your muscle memory can't adapt to the input lag. Some people who play a lot of those X games on emulators weren't really able to notice the difference because emulators tend to have a lot of input lag as well, which is why some speedrunners they eventually graduate to real hardware because that has a lot less input lag. If anything happens with that version, I'll definitely let you guys know. I'll probably play a little bit on both versions. We'll see what happens. Also, DDMK has a lot of really cool features here. The only real mod I'm using is I gave myself DMC5 Dante dashes. In DMC3, you have limited dashes. The max you can have is 3, and there's a ton of delay. But in 5, they just made the dashes unlimited because they realized they have enough recovery as it is. You don't really need to limit them, so you can give yourself more Sky Stars and Air Tricks as well. We'll see what the next video will be. Maybe I'll get a little farther on this one. Maybe I'll do the Switch version. But this definitely feels a lot better overall. I didn't feel like losing the parries was not my fault. I did miss a couple parries there on the Hell Breeds, but like I said, that was my fault. I actually landed those parries on Virgil, which is something I really could not do consistently on the Switch version. So if they update anything, I'll let you guys know. For now, I'm going to sign off. Thanks for watching.